and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, May 25th. Mel Zelenak is back with us, back from your latest cruise, and you're going to talk about cruising today, right?
We talked about it last time. We only were able to cover about half of it, so we're going to go ahead and finish that up.
How many people really consider cruising as their vacation of choice, percentage-wise?
You know, Paul, that's a good question. My guess is it's probably 30 to 40% of the people, but that's just a hunch.
Okay, say around 30% of people, 35% of people consider cruising their vacation of choice. Is it simply because of the ease of cruising? You get on that ship and you don't have to worry about anything else. You got your meals, you got your room, and the world goes by on the outside.
That's one of the, as a matter of fact, that's one of the things I like most about it. When we get on the ship, as soon as we walk on the ship, I know for the next 7 days, 10 days, 14 days, whatever it is, I don't have to make any real decisions because they're all kind of made for you. I mean, I do have to determine which restaurant I want to go to and things like that, and my wife as well. But
so what kind of tips do you have for us today?
Okay, let me first start. We've been talking about this fiduciary rule that's going to become, I think now, become law as of the beginning of next year. Last time we were talking, it was still in the courts, but it looks like Trump is going to be supporting it in some way. And now it's going to be modified from whatever it is now, I'm sure, but it looks like it will become law January 1 of 2018. And again, that will apply only to retirement accounts.
Explain what that means. That means that your financial advisor has to be telling you, working for you, looking out for your
you
best
only.
interest. Okay.
And that's not true in the industry right now. There are some very good financial planners, but again, my advice is still fee-only financial planners are the best way to go if you even need a financial planner. Otherwise, I agree with so many others. Just go to Vanguard funds, and that's going to be a decent bit of advice for anybody out there.
Okay, what do you got for cruising?
Okay, quick review from last time. I talked about overpacking. That's one of the mistakes a lot of people make. Wear lightweight clothing. This is another one that I have that I'm wearing today that's very, very light. It's very easy to wash and wear them on the cruise ship. And again, you can get the shirts, you can get the pants
so lightweight clothing. Don't overpack. Take less than what you actually think you will need.
Absolutely.
Right. A lot of people take, on any kind of vacation, a lot of people take more than what they really need.
Some of it's historical. I saw a lady fairly recently had 6 pieces of big luggage for a 7-day cruise. 6 pieces. And there were only 2 of them. So you go figure. You could get by now literally with 1 piece of luggage on a 7-day cruise. One piece of.
Next one is?
Be flexible with your cruise dates. We talked about that last time. If you want to get the best values, in my view, the best values start when the cruise line publishes the fare, which is normally anywhere from 12 months to 18 to 2 years out. Okay, so very, very early or last minute. And last minute means after the closing date is to make the final payment. So that's usually about 60 days out.
So that means that whatever they haven't sold, instead of the ship going out with empty staterooms, is that what they're called, staterooms?
Yes.
Yeah. Instead of the ship going out with empty staterooms, they'll lower the price so that they can fill it up.
They can fill it up, and keep in mind that they're not going to make any money at all if that cabin is vacant. So, and they're going to make quite a bit of money for the average cruiser, because the average cruiser is going to be gambling a lot, drinking a lot, and all of those mount up.
More so than the fare.
More so than the fare, yes.
itself. Okay.
So don't feel badly for them.
Look for bargains about 60 days before the departure of a
Well,
particular cruise.
after final payment is due, and then with most cruise lines, it's approximately 60 days out.
Okay.
And you can find out what final payment is just by checking with a travel agent or checking online.
Okay.
When that date is
Got another
made.
one?
Yeah. We talked about what was included last time, and we talked about what was not included. The big things that are not included are the alcoholic beverages, the specialty restaurants, the shore excursions, the spa treatments, gambling, and that's essentially it. Now, for what we're going to add today, the selection of the cruise line and the cruise ship is the most important decision, in my view, that the consumer has to make.
Right, because some people want a more mature type of cruise, and some people want a cruise that you can go on and they're they're kind of frolicking till all hours of the night.
Like Carnival, for example.
Yeah, I was thinking that. That's the way Carnival cruise, isn't it?
Pretty much.
So what's the most mature cruise then?
The most mature cruise of the standard cruises would be something like Holland America.
Okay.
A good one for a family, in my view, would be something like a Princess Cruise Line or a Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, Norwegian Cruise Line, perhaps. Carnival's not a bad cruise line. We've only been on one of those, but we had a good experience on it. So, but most people think it is a party boat, and it is.
Yeah.
By and large.
But what about these big mega ships? Does it make a difference if you're on one of those super colossal ships, or if you're just on an average size line?
Sure does. Actually, the biggest ships are my favorite ships. And the reason is they have incredible entertainment. You can see a Broadway show on there for no cost, and a superb Broadway show.
And what about movement in the ocean on those big ships?
On the big ships, you don't have a real problem. And when I'm talking about big ships, we're talking about the real big ships, which are 6,000 passengers and so forth.
So you're saying you can't feel the movement on that at all?
Almost never. On the Allure of the Seas, Oasis of the Seas.
But on the medium-sized ones, you can?
Yeah, Brilliance of the Seas, for example, we got back recently, and we had some issues on that one. It was very rocky.
Okay.
And
all right. Mel, we're out of time for today, but if people want more information, they can contact you.
At melscruises@charter.net. And
Yeah.
I do have a number of websites. They can just contact me.
Okay.
And I'll
And
send
he's not going to try to sell you a cruise.
No.
He doesn't do that. He'll just pass along information for you, some tips. Mel Zelenak, thank you. Pleasure having you here. Tomorrow, Angela Speck. We're going to talk about the biggest spectacle coming to central Missouri, and that is the solar eclipse. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.